Hey there, I'm Dr. Lara and welcome to my channel. So this video is a question and answers with the angels. So what happens are people send in their questions and then I ask the angels. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments and I will answer them. So I've gotten quite a few questions, and instead of like waiting each week, I think I'm going to answer a few questions in one video. So, okay. So the first question was somebody asked, they are having these dreams and they are getting these messages about somebody else, like telling them that they should tell this person that they're getting messages for this person. And this other person was like, well, I don't know what to do with this information. So we're going to ask the angels, what do they think about that? So they are speaking directly to this person, but they're also saying that the other people listening, they're speaking to you as well, because there's many people that are starting to have dreams, and there are many people that are opening up to their intuition and they are getting messages. They're getting these intuitive hits, and sometimes it is directly related to themselves, but other times it is related to people that they love. And the reason why they are doing this is because sometimes, the people that we love, if they are in a challenging time, they're not able to be open to that space of hearing the messages that the angels are trying to tell them. So what they do is they find other channels to relay this message. Sometimes they use music, sometimes they use books, sometimes they use speakers, sometimes they use TV programs. But they also are starting, which they're very excited about, to use other people because our intuition is gaining momentum and it's getting stronger. So they're finding that they can relay their messages through people that are open and are strengthening their intuition. So when you get a message and it has to do with somebody else, please do relay the message. If it's coming from a good place in your heart and you really feel strongly like this is a very strong message and it won't go away, if it keeps nagging at you to share with this person, they would like you to do that because they are using you as a channel to talk to these other people that might not be able to hear it through their own intuition. And they're saying thank you. Thank you for all of you that are being open and receptive to developing your intuition. It's going to be, many years from now, it's just, we're probably not even going to be talking to each other. We're just going to be like telepathically communicating with each other, kind of like what the angels are doing with you in your dreams. So we're well on our way to really creating a planet that is extraordinary. And this is the beginning of it. So that is pretty awesome. Okay. All right. I'm going to ask the next question now. The next question is, how do you clear or dissipate gaslighting on the micro and macro level? Okay. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the term gaslighting, it is a term that is used in relationship. And let's say two people in a relationship and someone says something that is that happened, that is their truth, that they know happened, like it's on video, they know it happened. And this other person is involved with it and they're saying, no, it didn't. It didn't happen. They completely deny it. Or they turn it around, making the other person think that they're crazy or what they said was wrong. So that's what gaslighting is. It's like when you come to somebody and you tell them something and you know that it is your truth, you know it absolutely happened, and they're like, it didn't happen that way. And they make you second guess yourself. Happens all the time. It's happening all over the place. So that's why this person was like, how do you dissipate it on a micro level within your own relationships? And how do we dissipate it on a macro level with all of the stuff going on? So it's a very interesting question. So I'm going to tap in and see what the angels say about this. So what they're telling me is it's not about dissipating, the gaslighting. That's not the way that we're going to go about dissipating it. Okay, you can't make other people not gaslight you. That's just who they are. But the way that you can dissipate it is to remain strong in your own belief system, strong in your core. And when you know what your truth is, when you are very strong in your truth, it doesn't matter what the other person says. That's why there's a lot of debating going on right now, and people are trying to get the other person to see their point of view for many reasons. Part of it is because they're not quite sure of what their own opinion is, and they're trying to validate themselves by trying to get the other people to believe in it as well. And then there's another reason why people are engaging in these relationships because they want to feel heard. They need to feel heard. For some reason, it's very important for them to feel heard by these people. So what they're saying is when you are strong in your truth, you don't need to convince anybody else of what you believe. You come from a place of understanding, for one, because what your truth is, you understand that that might not be the other person's truth. And it's okay. You let them live their life. Live and let live. Let them have their own truth. You don't need to convince anybody of anything when you know what your belief is. So that's one way that you cannot engage in the gaslighting. And the other thing, what they were talking about of coming from a place of needing to be heard, that's about self-reflection. Where in your life have you not been heard? Why is it so important for you to be heard by whoever it is you're trying to be heard from? Why is that so important? Are you trying to receive love from them? Are you looking for validation? That, you know, and they're showing me like a present, and they're saying that's something that needs to be unwrapped by each individual. Because when you engage in a relationship where you feel like you're banging your head against the wall because you're trying to get this person to hear you and they're not hearing you, ask yourself, why am I staying in this situation, and why do I keep coming back to it, and why is it so important that they hear me? Because when you get to a place of healing, whatever wound that is, it doesn't matter. You are not going to be looking for those other people to validate you. You're not going to be looking for those other people to tell you that you're right or to love you or whatever. When that wound is healed, you don't have to like be in that conversation with those people. The charge goes away. So the biggest way that we can dissipate gaslighting on a micro and macro level is to do our own inner healing and to look and see why it's so important that people see our point of view. Because when we are able to be in our own truth and let other people be in their truth, there won't be a need for these kind of conversations. And you'll begin to pull your energy back from all these situations and all these people that are pulling your energy, and you'll be able to live in your life, do your things, and you'll be much happier. Okay, so that was the second question. Let's see what, I have one more. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, if we have a change of guides, will we sense it? And if we go through something big, do we change guides? Fascinating questions. I love this. Okay. Okay. Well, there's a lot of chatter here. Okay. So I have angels here, and I also have guides here. So the angels are going to talk first. So the angels want to let you know that you always have your guardian angel with you. Everybody has like a certain angel that is there to watch over you. Some have one, some have three. I'm seeing anywhere between one and three. Okay, those are always with you. Those never change. If you want more help from the angels, if you ask for help from little things like finding a parking space all the way to physical healing, then more angels come in when you ask them. Okay, now as far as guides go, okay, so they're stepping forward. So the guides, they want to first of all say that guides aren't all knowing. Okay, they are not some different force that has all of the answers. Just like we are with a certain level of awareness, guides have their certain level of awareness. So they can be traveling with you, the first part of your life when you have a certain level of consciousness, and they can help you reach the next level of consciousness. And it's like when their pay grade, they're kind of making a joke. It's like it can be above their pay grade when you reach another level of consciousness. So they go away, and then a new level of guides come in to help you on the next leg of your journey. So the answer to your question is yes, you do change guides. And you can sense it if you are sensitive enough to understand it. So what you can do to get in touch with your guides, you can go into a meditation, into like a room or a garden, and you ask your guides to come in, and you can meet your guides, and you can ask why they're here, what their purpose is. And if they don't fulfill the purpose that you want, like maybe you need help in building your business, or you need help in healing so you can get into a loving relationship, you can ask a different guide of the highest vibration of love to come in. Now that's very important, because there's, a lot of energy out there, and coming into this energetic realm, this spiritual realm, it's like you're opening the door to a lot of things that you don't know are there, like energetically. So whenever you call anybody or anything in, it's always of the highest vibration of love and purity and truth, divine love. Okay, very important. And then that way you know that you are getting the highest vibration of a guide coming into you, in for you. Okay, and they say that there's a ton of guides. You could ask for anything and they're there. They're just showing me like this like huge like path, and they're all just standing there. They're all just waiting. So you can call them in, and yes, you can sense them. And they all have different energies. They all look different. They all have names. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, the reason why they're telling me this is because these guides, it's like formless energy. Okay, and the reason why guides have names and they look a certain way is for our mind to conceptually understand that we're actually having a conversation with somebody. So that's why they take the form that they take the form. It's from your own imagination, your own thoughts that bring these guides into like a form that you can see through your third eye. But they're mostly just energy. Just like for me, the angels, it's energy. It's like a consciousness that I work with. It's not like a particular angel. Sometimes Archangel Michael comes into a form because of the way I have to relay a message for people to understand. but for the most part, it's an energy that I work with, an energy that I feel. Okay. I guess that wasn't the question, but that's what came through. So anyway, thank you so much for these questions. Please keep them coming so I can do more of these videos and be of service. I am absolutely honored to do this, and thank you so much for all the people that are donating to my channel. It really gives me the energy and the time to continue to do the videos. So thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and until next time, I'll see you soon.